Hi there, you're in the lab with your mate JJ. Today is mail call. We're going to do a mail call today. It's just a very quick one. I want to get a video out today for Saturday. I've been so busy. I haven't been keeping up with videos on the channel, but I haven't given up, and I'm trying to get my routine in order so that I can deliver videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So here's your video for Saturday. There should be a video on Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of the month. It should be Lab 1 from Learning the Art of Electronics. I'm happy to report that my second edition of Learning the Art of Electronics has arrived. This is it. I've begun updating the notes. I had started the notes on the first edition, so I've been upgrading those with the changes in the second edition. So that's pretty good. That's gurgling along. I haven't done the lab exercise itself yet, but I've got a couple of days up my sleeve, so I am going to try and get it done for the first Tuesday of the month. Failing that, it should be the second Tuesday of the month, but we are aiming for the first Tuesday of the month around here to be Learning the Art of Electronics. For the next 2 and a bit years, we'll be working through this epic tome, so looking forward to that. I have been enjoying the process of writing up the notes. I'm learning a lot of things, which is really good, and is of course why I do all of this anyway. I should tell you that today's silly job title is Code Warrior. Today I'm the Code Warrior. And as I said, it's just a very quick mail call video today. Before we get on with the mail call, a little bit of channel news. I wanted to welcome my new Patreon subscribers. So that's going gangbusters. I've got 3 Patreon supporters now, so thank you to everyone. It's wonderful to have you on board. Recently we added my friend from Learning as a Hobby channel, so it's great to have him on board. Welcome. And also Ali, and I don't know Ali. Ali is an internet stranger, so thanks very much for supporting the channel, Ali, and welcome on board. Of course, recently I launched the ITL wiki, which is for storing notes and such about projects that we do here in the lab. Check it out. I'll put a link in the show notes to in the lab wiki. Of course, our only project over there at the moment is Learning the Art of Electronics, and there's a perk for people who support me on Patreon. They get access to my book notes, which are on the wiki. But the actual project itself, the details of the videos and such, that's all open source. That's free to the public. Certainly consider supporting me on Patreon. I'd love to have you join the ranks of Learning as a Hobby and Ali. So I think that's everything there is to tell you channel news wise. There's only 3 parcels here today. Let me show you. I've got 1, 2 and 3. So I'm not expecting it to be, it's just cheap plastic stuff from China. So let's pop over to the bench and see what we've got, and then we'll wrap up. And stay tuned for video on Tuesday. Very hopefully, first Learning the Art of Electronics lab going live. But yeah, fingers crossed. Let's jump over to the bench and see what we got. Here on the bench, this is my Atlas DCA 75 Pro. It's a component analyzer. I was using that recently. These are my wire strippers. I'll put those away. What else have we got here? Oh, this is pretty handy, this little thing. Anyway, he can stay there. He's not in the way. Let's see what we got, huh? I might start with this. I know what this is. And actually, it was from eBay, not China, I believe. But it might have come from China anyway. It does look like Chinese packaging, doesn't it? They usually put them in these bags. And... oh, no, it's cracked. How disappointing. So, yeah, I bought a bunch of these bins, and 3 of them arrived, but 2 of them, including this one here, arrived damaged. So I guess it's lucky that I ordered 3. I really only had a pressing need for 1. Look at that. That's just totally fucked. Yeah, pardon my French. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, but it doesn't really matter that much because the one I really wanted was just to have one up the back of the bench, and that's this one, and this is in good shape. It's not broken, so I'll try and be gentle with it so it doesn't crack. It's pretty brittle plastic. Anyway, this is just my scraps bin for when I'm working on a project. It just goes up the back here. Oh well, lucky I ordered 3 because I got 1. I did hope to have some spares, but it wasn't to be, was it? So, okay, now there's 2 more bags to go, so let's see what else has arrived. Alright. So, let's try snipping this guy out. What do we have here? Ah, yes, okay, cool. So I got this. I got this because I was feeling nostalgic. These are, I suppose it won't hurt to show you. Let's take them out. These are like receptacles for globes. I'm not sure even really what you call them. But you can put a little globe in here and screw it in, and then attach wires to each side and make a lamp glow. And when I was a kid and I was getting started in electronics, this was the sort of thing that I did, was make lamps turn on and off. So I thought that we should have some for our experiments here in the lab. So I got some, and hopefully there's some light bulbs to go with them, and further that those light bulbs actually work, or fit, I should say. So who knows what we're going to find. Who knows, I don't know. Now, are these all the same? They seem to be all the same. So these are pie Picos, a whole bunch of pie Picos. I got them because my friend, who I don't actually know, but their name is Willow Cunningham, and I recently wrote up an article over on Hackaday about Willow and their project. They made a cluster out of Raspberry Pi Picos, which are these, and I wanted to play along. So I got myself some Picos, and this is them. Now, I've got a Raspberry Pi Pico drawer, which is this drawer here, Raspberry Pi Pico, you can see on the front, and I've got a couple in here. I've got Type-C and micro USB, just different Picos. But what I'm going to do, and we'll just do it quickly, I'll time-lapse it. It's going to put those these Picos in their own box. So let's do that quickly together. All right, that's done. So we've got a box full of Raspberry Pi Picos. There's 10 of them in there, Raspberry Pi Pico. So I'll file those, and when it's time to do a Raspberry Pi Pico, we've got a bunch of them. And these are Type-C Picos. So there you go. 10 of the same. Very good. I'll just put those away up here. All right. And that leaves one more parcel. So let's see what we got in here. I would really like to get my hands on the globes that go with these guys, but I don't know if those will be in here. It doesn't feel like it, but we'll see. this very well might be the lamps. So fingers crossed, huh? Let's see what's in here. Oh, they look too small. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Well, they are lamps, so that's what we wanted to see. That's good. I'm glad these have arrived. And now we just need, fingers crossed, that they actually fit in the holders. Let's see how we go. This is the moment of truth. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ah, great. Great. Works. Look at that. Ripper. Now, I'm going to need to get the specs. These are 2.5 volts, I think. Give me 1 second. I'll jump over to the computer and I'll find out. I'll be right back. I'm back. And now these are 2.5 volts at 0.3 amps. So there you go. Shall we try just quickly? What do you think? I need some sort of power thing. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I tell you what. Let's time lapse it, and we'll attach some wires so we can power this guy up. So give me 1 second. All right, just before I begin the time lapse, let me show you what the plan is. I've got this box here full of DC female adapters. So if we put a DC female adapter on, then we should be able to run 2.5 volts in. So that's what we're going to do now. I will time lapse it. So let's just put this on here. Let's go. Alright, so we got ourselves a light globe and a female DC power. I'll throw on the old power supply, and we'll set the voltage at 2.5 volts. So that's V set 2.5, enter. Alright, we'll turn him on, turn him off. Now let's plug the power in, and we'll just confirm that that's running in. It is. Alright, so we've got power in, and we'll turn him on, and then we should be able to throw this switch here, and when we do, hopefully our lamp here will come on. So here's the moment of truth. 1, 2, 3. Hey! That's great. So that's our 2.5 volt lamp. Wonderful. Great. Okay. Well, how are we going to store these? We kind of might have outgrown. I don't know. Let's have a go together. See if we can fit him in here. I'll just do that quickly. Okay, I'm back. Now, I found this. This is simply labeled USB. I don't know if you can see that there. It's labeled USB. So I think that I can put these USB alligator clips in the USB box. It's a miscellaneous USB box, which clears up this particular box. And we're just going to label it lamp. Lamp, lamp, lamp. So let's get the old label maker out, and we're just going to cap lock lamp, L-A-M-P. Alright. So we've got our lamp sticker, and we're going to just chop him out here. I've decided I'm going to start keeping the offcuts of the labels. You see, I get this little offcut every time I do a label. I get that little bit of offcut, and that is adhesive. It's got a sticker on the back, and it's kind of it's thicker than your average tape. It's really quite durable, so I thought it might be handy to have some adhesive with a durable tape attached. So I'm going to start collecting them. There we go. I've labeled this guy. You can see that there. That's our lamp container. And we should be able to put all of this in there. No worries at all. Now, did we have some... what have we got? We've got that, but it doesn't really say... It's not speaking to me, but I'll chuck it up the back anyway. I don't see any reason particularly not to. I do like keeping my labels when possible, because you never know if you're going to need to reference them at some point in the future. There's a weird little bit of plastic that's landed up the back there. What's that? Looks like a little offcut or something. Who knows what that is? Alright, and okay. So I'm going to just chop out the labels here as well, but I believe that these are all just basically the same globes, and they do seem to have arrived relatively intact. They didn't get smashed in the mail, it seems. I suppose we should test them before we use them, but I can do that on an as-needed basis. So let's just pop all these guys out. Now I'm pretty sure they're all 2.5 volts at 3 amps, so that's good. Alright, so shall we put all of them in there? I don't know. Maybe. Why not, huh? Why not? So let's just... I'm going to time-lapse this. I'm going to put this in here. Alright, so got all the labels up the back there. Just going to pop these out as well. Suppose I might as well time lapse that too. Hang on a sec. Alright, so let me just tell you what's happened. I've taken these out. But the cardboard packaging that they came in has been kind of smashed. So it's conceivable that some of the lamps have been damaged. So what I'm going to do with you now is I'm just going to time lapse a test. I'm going to test all of the bulbs, and once they're known good, I'm going to put them in this little container here, and then that container will go in here once we're done with all of the globes that we know are working. So let's start by tipping everything out, and we're going to have some of our paperwork up the back here, which is all well and good. So I'm just going to put those up there. Alright, now we're going to need our power. We've got our power. We're not going to need these, so let's just put all of the stands, or what do you call them? I don't know, sockets, I guess. They're sockets, aren't they? So we'll put all the sockets away. We only need one of those with power for testing. And we've got that. So I'm going to do this in time lapse. I'm just going to test all of these and put them in here when they're known good. Here we go. Alright, so I got all of the globes tested, all of them worked, there was no duds. I've got the holders over here, I've got the globes in here. I upgraded the lamps to say 2.5 volt lamps, so I don't want to forget that detail, so I reminded myself there. Here is my box full of globes, and can go in there next to my box full of sockets, and happy days. So I'll file that. And that concludes today's video. I suppose I didn't show you this as well. This is the lid for that bin that didn't make it. So I'm just going to put this little bit of plastic stuff in my plastic stuff bin, which is in the other room. And of course, I've thrown out the bin that got smashed in transit. So as I said, I bought 3, but I only got 1 survive the rigors of postage. So yeah, as you can imagine, this is just a lid for a bin. I don't know if I'll ever have any cause to use it, but I do like keeping my scrap plastic, because you never know when you need a bit of scrap plastic. Alright, I'm going to throw over to the farewell cam. We'll wrap up. That's a wrap. So today, just another video in John's Home Shopping Network. 3 packages from the internet, I guess. One of them was from eBay, the other were from AliExpress. My most favourite thing today, of course, were my new lamps. These are great, aren't they? And they were working, 2.5 volt lamps with sockets that go with them. We've tested it. We've got one that's got a power plug in it, so that should be great when we're doing experiments. And of course, I got those 10 Raspberry Pi Picos. That's a pretty good haul, isn't it? I've got no end of Picos, so I should be able to do all sorts of experiments. I don't know if I'm going to find the time, but I wouldn't mind setting up an environment like based on my mate Willow Cunningham. I'll put a link to that project in the show notes for this video, so you can check it out if you're interested. So yeah, it was the light globes, the Pi Picos, and the bin that didn't quite make it. That was what the haul was today. All pretty good. It's a bit sad about that bin. I suppose that was the low light of the day. Anyway, I think that's everything there is to tell you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and please remember to hit like and subscribe.